When we think of essential Civil War equipment, cannon and rifles are usually the first things that come to mind. But it's difficult to overemphasize the importance of flags in 19th century warfare. Literally a matter of life or death, soldiers depended on them to regroup with each other, while commanders needed them to track troop movements. The men responsible for attempting to bring some sense of order to the chaos of war were the flag bearers.
They needed people who were very brave, because they were going to be in the heat of it, and also who were fairly high in rank. The flag bearer was in front, and it was the way you rallied to be sure you were with your regiment or at least your company. They also had backups, because 3 men or more could die under the flag. There are flags in this museum that were carried by, 4 to 6 men before the end of a battle. When the South seceded, they decided that they had to have their own national flag, and they devised the stars and bars instead of the stars and stripes, and it looks sort of like the American flag. It has a blue upper left corner, a canton, with stars in it, but it was just the number of stars of the seceded states. But generals on both sides realized that there was a problem, because the red, white, and blue areas were fairly similar, and in the smoke and heat of battle, you wouldn't be able to figure out which side was which. And so the Confederacy decided that they needed to find a different battle flag. One of the earliest rejected designs for the Confederate national flag was the St. Andrew's Cross flag that is usually associated with the Confederate flag. It actually was not the Confederate national flag. It was specifically a battle flag. And it was only used by the Army of Northern Virginia. It wasn't really until early 1864 that a variant of that design was issued officially to all of the Army of Tennessee. The other flags that Tennesseans would fight under would be either the Polk Corps flag or the flag that's right behind me, and that's called the Hardee flag. It was not invented by Hardee, but because his corps was the largest one and the most long-lived one that used this flag, and because he was so beloved by the Army of Tennessee, it became known as the Hardee pattern flag. The early First National flags were mostly made by women for their loved ones who were mustering to go to war. And in the museum, we actually have flags where the stars have the signatures of the women who made the flags.
The flags under which so many thousands fought and died were a source of great pride to soldiers on both sides. Union General Joshua Chamberlain, who oversaw the surrender of Confederate infantry at Appomattox, eloquently recalled what he saw that day.
Lastly, reluctantly, with agony of expression, they tenderly fold their flags, battle-worn and torn, blood-stained, and lay them down, some rushing from the ranks, kneeling over them, clinging to them. And only the flag of the Union greets the sky.